Is this the best motocross helmet money can buy? Let's take a look inside and find out. So there we have it, the all-new V3 RS from Fox Racing. The RS stands for race spec. There's also a standard V3 model, which is the mid-tier helmet. If you want the entry-level helmet, that is going to be the V1. But today, we are going to focus on the all-new V3 RS. Some of the Fox professional athletes, such as Joe Shimoda, Adam Cianciarulo, Ken Roczen, Tim Geiger, have been wearing this helmet for a couple of months now. We first saw it on Adam Cianciarulo at the Southwick stop of the Pro Motocross season. And if I'm being honest, the looks took a while to grow on me. I didn't like the shell design at first. I was so used to the outgoing generation, which I will show you here in a second. The older generation is a lot square, boxier look, whereas this one is a lot slimmer, sleeker, and racier. But after getting to see all the designs and actually getting my physical helmet in person, I'm a huge fan of this new helmet. Now, the colorway that I have in front of me is the Withered colorway. There's also a Flex Air jersey and pant to match the helmet, which is super, super rad. I'll throw that up on the screen for you guys to look at now. It goes great with my red View goggles and red Motion boots. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, it's relatively cheap when compared to other premium helmet options from other brands. It ranges from $5.99 all the way to $6.49. One of my favorite features of the new V3 RS is the accessories it comes with. Now, not only do you have your premium helmet bag, which has been seen in the Fox Racing helmet lineup for a couple of years now, let's go ahead and slide that out of the way and focus on our cheek pads. The unique thing about these cheek pads is they vary in thickness. Now, there's a total of 3 different options for cheek pad sizing. Now, on this side, there is a 30mm cheek pad sizing, and this is a 36. The ones that are currently in my V3 RS are a 33, so you have different options to play with to get that perfect fit to your head. When I slipped this helmet on for the first time, I noticed it was a little snug. I kept with the standard 33mm cheek pads, just so I know if it's a little bit too roomy, I can go ahead and add the thicker cheek pads, and if it's a little too tight, I can go ahead and add the smaller cheek pads. As far as pressure points is concerned, I didn't notice any glaring negatives with this helmet. It's very comfortable from the moment you put it on. I will say at about the 4 to 5 hour mark of riding, I did get a little pressure on the top left-hand side of my head, but honestly, it was nothing too bad. I could power through it and I was almost done riding anyways, so it was really no big deal. We also have 3 different visor options to go over. Now in the middle, this is standard replacement visor, so in the event of a crash, if your visor happens to break, you already have a replacement one, so you don't need to go out and buy one, which is a complete pain in the ass. Now on my far left is the sunshade visor attachment. Now this sunshade visor attaches right onto your normal standard visor, and it's going to be really helpful for those trail riders out there who are riding in those harsh lighting hours of the day. In the event that is absolutely downpouring and raining, miserable, brutal, any negative word you can think of, this is going to save your freaking day. Now this is a mudguard visor with a foam attachment. Thankfully, I haven't tested this helmet out yet, meaning in a crash. To be honest, this helmet is way too pretty to hit the ground, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to not hit the ground. This is the only helmet in the motocross lineup from any brand that features this all new technology from MIPS. The Integra-Split system is made up of 2 energy absorbing layers. One is a MIPS low friction layer and the other is an energy absorbing liner. Between those 2 are woofers that offer 10 to 15mm of movement to help dissipate rotational forces seen in the event of a crash. Rotational forces are one of the leading causes among head injuries in motocross athletes, and Fox Racing really went all the lengths of the track to make sure the rider is safe. To round out the V3 RS, I'm just going to throw in some small technical facts for you. It comes with a carbon fiber D-ring fastener, 4K carbon fiber shell while keeping the weight low. It also has increased impact resistance. There is a 3-position breakaway visor. In the event of a crash, the visor will break away, but it's important to note that the helmet screws will not shear away. I'll show you guys the 3 different visor positions. This is the high setting. This is the setting that I run every day. I actually think the medium and low setting is going to get in your field of view, but here we go. That is all the way low. That is the medium. And that is the standard high setting. Along with that, you have a hydration cable routing system that is seen through the mouthpiece and the cheek pads of the helmet. I'd love to show you guys how the hydration cable routing system actually works by replacing the mouthpiece and running it through the cheek pads, but I do not have a hose, and as you can tell, I'm running out of daylight. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and let me know your guys' first impressions, thoughts, and opinions about this new helmet. It's pretty polarizing. I think whenever Fox drops a new product, it's very polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally love this new V3 RS from Fox Racing. I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Mike and the guys at Fox Racing for helping me getting dialed in with this all new setup. I had a head-to-toe new setup and I felt like a king for a day out at Fox Raceway. I'm a little bit spoiled and I just want to say a massive thank you to those guys and for making the best products in the motocross industry.